spontaneous addition to the list of speakers at UT. And the best is yet to come. Michael has stepped up to be a spontaneous speaker. And Michael's topic is?
Half press.
What is it?
The half press.
The half breast.
Press.
Press, the half press. Thank you. Let's welcome Michael.
Thank you.
And do we have more time on that?
Until I stop. Let's make it 5 to 7. Okay. Good evening. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. I did shake your hand, correct? Do it again. And fellow Toastmasters, do I have any guests here today?
Yes?
Yes, 2 guests and honored guests. Welcome. Today in our table topics, the question was asked, what was our favorite technology? I'm sorry, how was it asked? It was asked, what is your favorite use of technology? And myself, I talked about how the GPS was mine and how it enables me to travel further, go to places that I may not have went before because I was afraid of getting lost and getting stranded, running out of gas on my motorcycle because I only had so much to get around with. But it enables me to travel a little bit further, to go a little bit farther, and to venture into places that I might not ordinarily go because I love to take pictures. And when I travel my motorcycle, I go mainly to national parks and I take pictures all over the country. So I really could have said cameras. But GPS enables me to go farther and, you know, I gave you the scenario. But what I do want to talk about, though, is cameras today. I'm sure most of you have taken pictures. I know pictures are a very important part of your life, Chris. And I know, Nancy, you had to use pictures in subletting your apartment. And I'm sure everyone has seen pictures, have taken pictures. Are we all in agreement on that? Okay, great. What I like to talk about is how to take better pictures. A simple technique for beginners that they can take a much better picture. One of the problems people have when they take pictures is a picture can become out of focus when they take it. I want to try to help you remedy this. Another one is your exposures. I won't get into exposures tonight. I will give you other tips along the way. I won't get into exposures and other things tonight because it can be a little lengthy. But I do want to talk about 3 simple steps to taking better pictures. It's something that you've heard, I'm sure, time and time again when it comes to things like maybe firing a gun or a rifle, something like that. Simply ready, aim,
Fire.
fire. In this case, shoot your picture. Now, the half press technique, what that simply is cameras have evolved along the way. I've been taking cameras since the Brownie cameras, if people recall those cameras, the Brownie camera, and now in today's digital cameras, even in 35mm cameras, you have a shutter. A shutter is the button that you use to push down to take your picture. In the half press, you begin with depressing your shutter halfway down. What that will do is a couple of things. When you push your shutter button halfway down, certain things will happen. The first thing that's going to happen is going to try to focus your picture. It's going to focus in on your picture and you'll see maybe a blinking light, a green light will come on to let you know your picture is in focus. And then what it's also doing, it's getting the correct exposure. It's saying you have this much light coming into your camera, so you have to have a certain amount of light to make your image. So based on that, it's going to adjust 2 things, your aperture and your shutter. Your aperture is controlling a little pinhole, how much light is coming into your camera, and your shutter is controlling how long that light is coming into your camera. With that combination, you get the correct exposure. So when you push your shutter halfway down, it's going to, one, it's going to focus your picture, and two, it's going to adjust your exposure. So that's the first step. The second step is you want to compose your picture. That's the aim part. When you do this, when you press your shutter halfway down, if I was going to take a picture of the two of you, and I had it right in between the two of you, then it's focusing actually right in between the two of you. And now you are going to be out of focus because it's focusing in the back of you. So what I will want to do is I will point at you and focus, holding it halfway down to allow it to get that correct exposure to focus, and then I want to switch over to compose my picture, and then I want to do number 3, fire. Push it the rest of the way down to take my picture. Now, when you do the third step in fire, don't push too hard, too fast. You only need to push it down gently. If you push it down too hard, too fast, now you're going to start to get that shape. Then you're back to a blurry picture. So, first thing you do is you depress it halfway down in order to give it a chance to adjust, to focus, and to adjust your exposures. Number 2, you're going to compose your shot the way you want it. Look around to see what's in the background, what's around you. And then 3, you're going to fire the rest of the way. If you use that technique, you'll have much better pictures, I'm sure, unless of course you're already using that technique. But I hopefully that you will use this technique and you have better picture taking and you can enjoy taking pictures that much more. Thank you.
Well, we certainly have a very rich